Most people think Egypt is just this. But a couple of hours away, there is this. An abandoned pyramid, a desert that talks back to you, and a place where whales used to swim. This is how to Egypt. Now this doesn't look like a pyramid. That's because it kind of failed. This is the Meidum Pyramid, built during the time of Sneferu. And back then, they were still figuring it out. Testing angles, learning what works and what doesn't. But this place changed everything. What they learned here led to the Bent Pyramid, the Red Pyramid, and eventually, Giza. So this isn't just a ruin. It's where perfection started. And right now, we're heading to the King's Chamber in the middle of this pyramid. Now, if you're claustrophobic or have a fear of bats, I wouldn't recommend this one. Actually, I would. Face your fears.
We're now in the King's Chamber. And there's a whole lot of bats.
Now, take it from us. These are harmless bats. They're just sleeping. And compared to other pyramids, this one is very spacious on the inside. Now, during the same trip, we are going to show you a different Egypt, moving to a more lush and green side. This is Fayoum, one of the oldest agricultural regions in the country and also in the world. And yeah, it is very real. Here, the countryside is the perfect switch during the trek. I've always found that when people are proud of their work, they would want to share it with you. And this place is no different from that. These people want to share their beautiful tea, fresh fruits, and of course, all the tomatoes that you can imagine. Grab a few, taste them because they're so delicious. So the reason I want to take you to this place is simply because these are
my favorite fruit, tomatoes.
After that, it's time for one of the most fun photo sessions that we have. And it is basically green, lush, very Mediterranean in its vibe. Feel free to play and walk around and just touch literally everything with your own hands. This is usually what most people miss. Egypt is not just ancient history, it's alive. And then everything disappears. No roads, no noise, no signal. This is Zowara Camp, one of the best places to really experience nature and to live in it. Camping in Egypt is a little bit complicated. You can't just bring a tent out to the wilderness and enjoy like you would in Scandinavia. Instead, in Egypt, you will find these camps that have domes that you can stay in and also places where you can play and socialize with other people. You will find that a lot of the things here are recycled. The decorations are recycled and people are trying to use the resources that they have as much as possible. The staff, very friendly, but the thing that stood out more than anything else in this place was definitely this.
Now, one of the coolest things in this place is the Echo Dome, and it's called that because... And they build these because if you're sitting right there and you're whispering, everybody can hear you. So it's the opposite of the Chamber of Secrets.
And even out here, there's history. This small museum showcases fossils and pieces of Fayoum's heritage. Reminders that this desert hasn't always been a desert, and that's where we're heading next. But first, we're here to relax and forget about city life, so it's time to waste a few moments. Out here, you have one of two choices. Either stay in the tents or the huts. We got ourselves one of these pop-up tents that are affordable and very comfy as well. It takes just a minute and a half to set up. a couple of blow-up pillows, and you're good to go.
Hello.
If you want a more luxurious stay, you can grab one of these little huts. It's made out of the same materials that you're walking on. You have the sand, some salt, and hay. They're really thick walls, so you'll be cool in the summers and warm during the winters. And how about a better way to end the day than this beautiful sunset by the pool? As night times falls, it's time for a dinner, and it's all held together in the Echo Dome that we visited earlier. Now, this is the place where if people are sitting 20 meters away from you and they whisper, you can still hear everything they say because of the echo. After a good night's sleep, it's time to get changed and head to our next destination, because what comes next completely changes the way you see this place. We leave the camp of Zowara to traverse far beyond civilization into the deep desert of the Sahara. But we can't do that without preparation. First things first, tire pressure. We're going to need to deflate our tires. The standard tire pressure for the Duster is 29 psi on normal tarmac. We're looking to bring it down to 18. And away we go. Now, it gets a little bit crazy thinking that all of this was under the sea 40 million years ago. This is Wadi al-Hitan, or Valley of the Whales. Comment below if you've ever heard of this place. Now, these fossils are over 40 million years old. This entire place is taken out of Tatooine in Star Wars. It is mind-blowing to see these fossils laying exactly where they were found. Apart from that, you also have plants and trees that have fossilized, like this huge mangrove, and also vertebrae, different sizes. All of the structures around you will show you how Earth has seen different eras of climate and environment. And while you're here, you want to take a little break in one of these little huts.
I need to stop looking like a tourist. Anyway, this is how the huts are designed here in the Sahara Desert. Sand, mud, and hay. And then they design them so that the air flows perfectly. And it's really cool in here. Now, a little side story. This tour guide just came up to me and was like, hey, you can't tell everybody online that everything's a scam. And you know what? Sometimes you should pay some bribes. And that's just the way things are in Egypt. To that I say, let's not how to Egypt.
After a quick little break, it's time to continue on. Farther into the desert, you will find these fossils and these rocks that have perfect cleavage. But wait, there is more to this place than meets the eye. They also have a fossils and climate change museum, where they've collected parts of the desert into a more interactive and educational center. The main attraction here would be the Basilosaurus isis, which is the whale that was found here in abundance, which are believed to be the ancestors of the modern-day dolphin. Evolution has been a very touchy subject, especially in more religious countries, And personally, I love that this place in Egypt has proven that evolution truly exists and is real. Here's an example of my hand having the exact same bones as the whale itself. And once again, almost no one talks about it. Now, there's evidence that this entire place was a seabed. For that, we gotta go to Zowara Mountain. And on top, you will see the remaining parts of the prehistoric lake that is here in Fayoum. And what a remarkable sight it is. And after all that, Fayoum slows down again. This is Tunis Village, known for its artists, its pottery, and its simplicity. After the desert, this hits different. This is a tradition that has been passed down since the Neolithic. In our previous episode about the Egyptian Museum, we have showcased some of the pottery that used to be here in the Neolithic era, the clay masks. So when you purchase a piece of pottery from here, you're literally buying history. From pyramids to farmlands to deserts that echo back to a place where whales once walked. This is Egypt, beyond what you expect. We also create the best private tours in all of Egypt, ensuring a scam-free and a VIP experience.
And to book one, DM us on Instagram and check our website at howtoegypt.com.
That's howtoegypt.com.
Thank you for watching this video and supporting our channel.
We'll see you in Egypt.